Hello, hello, and welcome everyone. Pick three at a glance. Uh, uh, um. Hello, hello, and welcome everyone. How's everyone today? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Glad to have everybody with me. Glad to have everybody with me. Hello, hello, and welcome. Hope everybody's day is going well. Like I always start off with OPPB. Be organized, be patient, be persistent, stick with a budget, play responsibly. Don't play out of need of greed. A picture at a glance with a home or no patterns, no grids, no root sums, no date sums, no tic-tac-toes, no multiple different rundowns and workouts for you to win big and for you to learn. This is through 30 years of me playing Pick-3. Pick-3 was my number one game that I played. I didn't, as far as investing in numbers or investing in games of chance. Hey, Kenneth, glad to have you with me. Investing in games of chance. I've tried. I played pretty much all of them a little bit. Well, really all of them. We don't have Pick-5, so I've never invested in Pick-5. But I played on the boat a little bit. It wasn't. I wasn't a big gambler as far as I've seen a lot of money being spent on boats and gambling on boats. So I wasn't that. And the bigger numbers, Powerball, Mega Million, stuff like that. I buy one ticket and I play that one ticket. I've been playing one ticket now for a long time, and that's all I buy. And Mega Million until they went to $5. So I just took that $2 and bought an extra Powerball ticket, put on the Powerball and play. I play one Powerball ticket that I always play, and I quick pick the other ticket, just like that. That's $4 of draw. What's that? $12 a week or something like that. And then, but Pick-3 is the game that I picked to stick with to invest in the game of chances because it's the only one that I could track all 1,000 numbers. I could track all 1,000 numbers, and on paper, I mean, I think you had other apps you could get. And you got Pick-3 apps you can get that track some numbers for you. But I didn't want to be pinned down to no app or anything as far as knowing what was going on with the numbers. Because if the app wasn't available, then I didn't know what was going on. Okay, lottery post is I visited and I do use it, but and I use it for data back to a year and tracking the numbers for 30 years. Pretty much all the data you really need to accumulate is 1 year's worth of data to get on track to starting to improving how you play and how you win the game. And that's what I did. I put together a strategy, really, to track all 1,000 numbers. No matter if my phone went out, no matter what happened to anything, I could still track my numbers. And that's the important thing to do. And I put together 4 strategies, workout sheets, where you can track the actual number. I'll show you my sheets that I have here. And you can order them through email, and I'll send it through to you to PDF. Okay, send me an email. And here's the strategy number 1, where I set up 12 columns. Okay, and on these 12 columns, I got all of the 720 singles that you can possibly choose from to win. And I call it PICK-3 at a glance, because at a glance, I can tell what numbers fell and off of what column and when. There's no guessing here. That's why I say we the home of no patterns, no grids, no date sums, no root sums, no tic-tac-toes, no multiple different rundowns and workouts. Because these give you numbers, correct. They do give you numbers to play. But if you don't know what's going on with the numbers, or when they played, or how they're playing, then you would be lost. You're playing in the dark here. And you have to use this working to see what the actual 1,000 of numbers are doing, working with the law average. Okay? And this is very simple strategy that anybody can learn. And this is the singles. Strategy number 1. Strategy number 1 on the doubles. Same principle here. I got 10 columns on the doubles. And those 10 columns, because they only go, it's 30 to a column. But it's only 110 to a column for triples, because they only come one way. Each one of these numbers come 3 different ways. 3 times 9, easy, 27. 270 doubles. Plus the 10 gives you 280. Plus the singles, 720. Now you have all 1,000 numbers that you can glance at in 22 columns and know at any time what's going on with them and how to play them. And no guessing, the actual numbers. That gives you 1 in 1,000 odds. That will never change. With every time a draw is drawn, it's going to only be 1 out of those 1,000 numbers that's drawn. You have 365 days in a year. All you're going to get out of a whole year out of those 1,000 numbers is a third of those 1,000 numbers, which is 365 for the 1/3 for the year. And you got 2/3, you ain't got no idea what's going on with them unless you're tracking them. And that's 635 of those 1,000 numbers. If you ain't tracking, you don't know what's going on with them. And like I always say, if you ain't tracking, you ain't packing. If you ain't tracking, you ain't packing. Okay? As simple as that. This is simple. I think all this here makes winning too difficult. So I wanted to break it down to a simplified manner where anybody could understand and know what's going on with it. Because when you get through with this, you still have a bunch of numbers. You don't know what's going on with them. How can you possibly win? How? Just how? How? There's no rhyme or reason to how these thousand numbers going to come out. Every draw. Midday or evening. But they do have to work with the law average. That's what the numbers changing positions. Like 1, 2, 3 has to change position within a span of time as 1, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3 has to change position working with the law average is 1, 3, 2. Then 2, 1, 3. then 2-3-1, then 3-1-2, then 3-2-1. That's the only 6 ways that number can come. If you got a double, like 0-0-1, it has to change positions at 0-1-0 or 100 on a double. A double is numbers with 2 like numbers in it, like 0-0, 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, 4-4. That's what they call doubles. And they can only come 3 different ways. Singles can come 6 different ways, like I just explained to you with the 1, 2, 3. This is all the motions of the numbers. And when they doing this changing positions, you have to know, or we have to know, what they're doing to be bigger and better winners, and not guessing at what they're doing. All this is going to give you guessing at what the numbers are doing. That's why tracking is so important. Now, and the triples here only come one way. So they don't, whatever they rotate, these numbers will be consistent. They'll stay the same. Triple zeros, triple ones, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9s. Okay? That's the gist of understanding how to become a bigger and better winner. Now here is strategy number 4. Strategy number 2. Strategy number 2 is powerful because this allows you to track the single pairs of these 1,000 numbers. And of these 1,000 numbers, there is 4,999 and 500 numbers or pairs out of 1,000 numbers. And there's no way you're going to know what's going on with pairs if you ain't tracking it. This is not going to tell you. There's no way, I don't care who come up with a pair, how they going to come up with a pair out of 500,000 numbers if you ain't tracking. And this here allows you to track every one of those pairs in this triangle as you learn how to use strategy number 2. Strategy number 1. Remember I told you how the numbers rotate back and forth? When a number come in, all you're going to do is not just know what number is cold, but you're going to know in what position the number is hot or cold in. Just by this little strategy right here. Okay? Just by this strategy here. All of them are powerful, but simple. Then you have okay. Strategy number 4, front pairs and back pairs. It's imperative that you know what's going on with the front pairs and back pairs. This is the total cycle of knowing what's going on with any PICK-3 number that you play. See here? Front pair, back pairs. Now, when the number come in, like 1, 2, 3, I'd mark off the 1, 2 on the front and the 2, 3 on the back. That's simple. Once I realize what numbers are left, and I'm narrowing the 1,000 numbers down because I'm going to play the numbers that haven't been played. I have a better chance with the strategy of hitting the numbers that haven't been played than trying to figure out what number might repeat. I have a better chance of hitting numbers that haven't been played than trying to figure out what numbers might repeat. So what I do now, just like yesterday, not yesterday, but day 4 yesterday, the 601 came in. The one I won on. The 60 hadn't fell on the front for the whole year. And 01 hadn't fell on the back for the whole year. This is a number conditioning, or the way the number lines up to let you know, hey, that's a good number to play. You'll build strategies and skill sets that I'll be showing you if you're watching the channel to to come to the conclusion that 601 might be good to play. I had other numbers to play too, and how to play it and will it. Like here, this time of the year, I find out what numbers haven't played on the front and what numbers haven't played on the back. I done narrowed them down so I know what numbers. This is how I'm gonna make all my numbers and put them together to win for the year. And I've already hit 4 times this month using these numbers. Not a whole bunch of numbers. Not doing a tic-tac-toe grid. Trying to come up with numbers to play. Jumping on and off numbers. You have to be organized to win and have an organized system and a strategy to winning. There's no way to get around that. We have to be organized to win. Because if you don't be organized, don't know what's going on with the numbers, you're going to more likely miss a number. But you'll see this, like here, this 01, this 02, and this 08. And if you was in my previous lives, I said, these are the ones I'm looking at because on the back, for the simple fact, when it gets around like 3 numbers like this that's alike with the same number in it, like the zeros, one of the other is going to come out. And that's how we had that that's 601 to come out on the back. That's the first time that number hit all year. But I knew that because if a zero, like here, this 60 hadn't hit. But when it did hit, that's why I say match front pairs and back pairs up. Because when you do that, working with the law average, the likelihood of coming out is great. 60 front hadn't failed, 01 back. You can see this happening if you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. You can't see it with the tic-tac-toes, the date sums, the grids, and all the other methods. You can see how the numbers are actually working and falling. And like I said, I'd rather play numbers that haven't failed at all than to play numbers that have fallen on the front or the back and try to guess if they're going to come back or not. Because the likelihood of the rotation working with the law average, this will hit before a number comes back. Now see here. Like I said, the 60 and 01 and back. But I had some other numbers that I got off of tracking that I still was using also, playing also. Like here. Here's the actual numbers for the year that I'm playing for Illinois' evening draw. Here's the actual numbers. And I'll stay with these numbers. That's why I said, play them till they come, make that money, y'all. Peace and love, God bless. Stay on the numbers. I was looking at this 801 also because it hadn't played, and it's opposite. Okay, I'm looking at this 001 and the 002 because remember I showed you that the 01 hadn't failed on the back and the 02 hadn't failed on the back and the 08. I'm going to stay with these. But stick with your budget. I have won enough now I can spin a little heavier to hit. But if things slow off, I'll cut back. But I know where I'm cutting back. I'm probably gonna play these all the way through the whole year. This here for the whole year. And this here, all these gonna be played. If I don't do nothing but when I win 50-cent box them or dollar box them, that way I'll get something off of them straight box. Normally these here, like they showed, I'll play them straight box. All these numbers I play straight box because the likelihood when they off my chart and how they are on the chart is how they fall a lot of times. So I'll play them just like they are. I'll play them. And this here, see how you can see what's going on with numbers? These numbers are opposite each other. If you know anything about the numbers being opposite each other, a 2 is 7, 7, same. 2 opposite 7, 7 opposite 2. 4 opposite 9, 9 opposite 4. 7 again, 7 opposite 2, 2 opposite 7. 3 opposite 8, 8 opposite 3. 5 opposite 0, 0 opposite 5. 9 opposite 4, 4 opposite. This is what I look for toward the end of the year. I look for I narrow the numbers down to the ones with their opposites that haven't played. 0 opposite 5, 5 opposite 0. 1 opposite 6, 6 opposite 1. 8 opposite 3, 8, 3 opposite 8. That means the likelihood of one of these others coming out, before the year is out is great. Because I'm not guessing what's going on with the numbers. I know what's going on with the numbers. And when I win, I'm not going looking everywhere for some more numbers. I'm sticking with these numbers. Because I just hit this one here. Okay. The 337, the 778, the 884. Now this year, triple fours, 671, 341, and just the 601. That's 4 times I've hit this month. No guessing, because I'm tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. And I'm playing what's left, working with the law average, the least played, the haven't played. I mean, least played or haven't played at all. So these are my numbers. And when I win, I know where I'm going to go and load up at. Not looking for more numbers. And when I win on these, then I know I have another set of numbers. I call these or your bucket list of numbers. These are my bucket list of numbers for the whole year. But I'm continuously looking for a bucket list. Hey, Aaron, how you doing, buddy? I'm continuously building my bucket list off of this principle. Looking for the numbers and the opposites they haven't played off each column. The singles, see, off of each column, but the numbers I showed you is off each column that hasn't played. You see here? This is the yearly sheet. I do a monthly sheet. Let me get the monthly sheet out for you guys. At the end of the month, or you can do it daily. Either way you want to do it, it's easy to catch up on it. I transfer the data from the monthly sheet. This is the monthly sheet for September. Same sheet. See, these two sheets are just alike. I transfer the data from this sheet onto the yearly sheet. That way I always know what numbers are due and have not played. This sheet here is for September. I'll do another one for October. I'll do another one for November. I'll do another one for December. And transfer the data to the yearly sheet. And any of the numbers that are left that do not play for 2025, I carry over for 2026. Because those 1,000 numbers that have not played will take 3 years to play out. You only get a third of the numbers every year. You only get a third of the numbers every year. So you carry your numbers over from year to year. That's how I know you'll build your skill set to winning. Because you know what numbers didn't play the previous year working with the law average. 9 out of 10, they're going to come in the next year and then the next year. Instead of playing a whole bunch of numbers you're looking for and trying to find every day, off of, the date sum, root sum, greens, flips, and things like that. I used to do that. When I did one of these sheets and got through for the year, I'd start all over from scratch. And then when I realized that the numbers from the previous year that did not show up in 2025 was coming in 2026. That's where you never run out of numbers to play. You always know what's going on with the numbers because they rotating, and you can see them when they're rotating. Now, I don't want to make this thing feel like a walk in the park because you can build a strategy and a skill set, but you have to play responsibly. You have to budget. You have to see what the numbers are doing. You got to know when to hold them and fold them. But you can only hold and fold them if you know what the numbers are doing. If we know what the numbers are doing, you can only hold them and fold them like that. That's what makes this so powerful. At a glance, you can go back to anything and check it at a glance to see what's going on with it, with the numbers. And like I said, if you right here, I got it. If you got a bank calendar, this is all I did. I took a bank calendar like this and put it on a paper and made floor slots like this. This way, I can easily glance back 4 months of data on how the numbers fell, even though I'm tracking there. That's what I'm saying about being organized, to track the actual 1,000 numbers. Like here, I'll put, okay, yesterday, today the 22nd, today's number that fell in Illinois Eating Draw is the 914. Okay, now, see that 914? I can tell you what, and when you'll memorize the 22 numbers, you'll memorize most of them in your head, even though you can do the 1-1 rundown. I know that 914 because this is my birthday column. I know all 10 numbers on my birthday column, which is column 9. And it's the 025. So let's go to the 025, column 9. See column 9 here? 025, that's my birthday column, because my birthday 9/27. My birthday 9/27. Okay, so, but we're looking for the 914, right? And you're going to come right down. Here's column 9. And you're going to come right down. And there it is, 914. And it's exactly like it is on the sheet. That's why I say, if you're looking at a number, play it exactly how it is on the sheet first, the first option. Then as you study, you'll know another way, the best way to play it. Like this 016 that came in. I'm sorry, the 601 that came in. See this here? The 016. I would have played it 016 and 601 like I did. You see there? Because I knew that 60 hadn't played on the front and the 01 hadn't played on the back. But I still played the 016 also. See what I'm saying? You can leave any, questions in the comments. That's the importance of tracking the front pair and back pair. So I covered both ways on this number to win it. And this 016 is the base number up top here. All these are rundown numbers that come off the 016. The base numbers is the 012. All these are the rundown numbers. These are the base numbers. And when you do the 1111 rundown on any winning number, one of these base numbers will always be in the rundown. One of these base numbers will always be in the rundown. It might not be in the same order because depending on how the winning number falls, but it will be in there. Same with the doubles, because these numbers can come 6 different ways. Like this 012, it can come 021. Didn't come 102. Didn't come 120. Didn't come 201. Didn't come 210. That's the only 6 ways that it can come. All these numbers work like that. That's why you can find the column and the number that it's under. And you stick around, I'm going to show you how to do the 1-1 rundown and find the numbers on the column. And same way with strategy 2. See how I can track it, see how organized this is. You're going to have to be organized to win. You'll miss, but you won't not know why or how you missed. It's going to be probably because you just missed looking at something, or you skipped putting a number in or something like that. But right here, you can strategy 2, you'll know everything you need to know about the pairs. Like here, everything you need to know about what positions the numbers fell in. Like here, let me show you something. Okay, I'm gonna do this here. We said the 914, right? This is how this is basically what I go through. Okay, I circle the 914. Bam, I'm done. Then I got 3 different numbers, so I'm gonna have 3 different pairs to look at to mark off. It's gonna be the 14, the 19, and the 49. And see, I can see that they all hit for the month of September already. See what I'm saying? Anything not circled yet hasn't hit. And anything that didn't hit from the previous month, I underlined, so I got an idea how long it took for a number, as long as been since a number come out on the pairs. I don't have to guess. Same way here, strategy number 2. Now all I'm going, 3, strategy number 3. I'm gonna mark off the 9 on the front, the 1 in the middle, the 4 on the end. See that 1, that's the first time it hit in the middle for the month. It's imperative that you know this. Now I can see what has hit and what hasn't hit. All the zeros hit, all the 1s have hit, the 2 on the end hasn't hit, the 3 in the middle hasn't hit yet for the month. All the 4s have hit because the triple 4s came in. All the 5s are hit. All the the 6 on the front, but the 6 on the end hasn't hit yet for the month. All the 7s have hit. The 8s have not hit on the end for the month. And all the 9s have hit. 1, 8 haven't hit on the end. So at a glance, that's why I call it PICK-3. You know what positions all the number have hit in so far up to now, to the 22nd of the month, without guessing. And this is valuable information to have when playing. It's valuable to know what the pairs are doing. And then, like again, strategy number 4, let's go back on the back here. Go back to 4. At a glance, I want to see what's going on with the front and the back on the 91 on the front and the 14 on the back. I can see now the 91 has hit. It looks like it's the only second time it hit for the whole year. And then second time. And then the 14 on the back, the 1-4 on the back, looks like it's the first time it hit for the whole year too. See that? See how the numbers play catch up toward the end of the year sometime? November, December, January, my hot, heavy hitting months. Because I have narrowed the numbers down and the front pairs and the back pairs to the numbers that I'm going to play. and working with the law average, these numbers will catch up with each other. And I don't switch off. I don't look nowhere. I don't go nowhere looking for no other numbers, because I'm playing the actual 1,000 numbers and have tracked them and laid them out the best way that they more likely will come out. And that's why I say take OPPB, be organized, be patient, be persistent, stick with a budget. I know. Y'all have to give me my eyes. I know it's here. That's why I say I know what I'm going to do now. I'm not guessing at what I'm going to do. I know what numbers I'm going to play and how I'm going to play. Same here. See, I'm not worried about no numbers coming. Whatever comes. But this is what I'm sticking with. And I ain't got a whole bunch of numbers. I can play these 50-cent box. 1, 2, 3. They haven't hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's $5 there. 6, 7. That's $7. I'm saying try to stick to $3 or $5 budget. $3 to $5 budget. Okay. Now, if I want to cut back and say I don't want to do the singles, I'm more kind of up on these here, these doubles. I'd probably play these 50-cent box. My doubles pay, $80 in Illinois. I play these 50-cent box. If one of these hit, or when one of these hit, I'll load up back on these. I'm not going to fall off because I know they only fail once for the whole year. I'm not going to fall off of them. I'm going to stay on them. So when I hit anything here, I'm going to load up on this and go back up and get these that I know ain't hit for the whole year yet. Just track with Illinois with me and see if they come in or not, and see if the method I'm showing you all right. Just do that. Now, I've already said I've hit 4 times. Okay, so just see. Illinois. This works for any state because you're working with the actual numbers. The law average will work with the actual numbers. What you have to do is go back and find out what numbers and their opposites hadn't played. Period. That's it. You probably won't have that many numbers left, like I don't have that many for your state. If you don't have none left, that means you must have did midday and evening together. Separate midday from evening. If you're tracking, you have to track midday separate from evening and evening separate from midday. And you'll see that numbers don't travel. You'll see that day numbers don't bring evening numbers. That's why I don't tell people play my numbers both midday and evening. Because if you know what the number's doing, you won't have to play midday and evening. When I say play evening, I'm telling everybody play evening. If I was to say play midday, it would be applicable to midday. During this time of the year, if I'm going to play midday and evening, and it's very seldom I'll play midday and evening, but I will go back. Like in August, I'll go back in midday and do the same thing I did for evening for the whole year. What I'm looking for any numbers and their opposites that didn't play. Now, let's say, for instance, I do that for midday. And I realize that 1, 2, 9 didn't, and this 6, 7, 4 didn't play midday at all, midday or evening. These are the sets of numbers I'm going to play midday and evening. I'm not looking for to play a number for midday and a number for evening. That's how you burn your money up. So if the number comes midday, now I'm working with the law average and the law of probability. Now I can figure if it comes midday about this time and it didn't happen, it's going to come evening. So now I'll load up on it on evening. The same number. But if it come evening first, then I'll load up on it for midday because I know the time since they being out are the same. I know that the time since the number been out, midday or evening, are the same. Any of the numbers, this here number, if you find out that this here didn't play midday or evening, these are your midday and evening numbers to play together. Don't just arbitrarily just say, because I got a number, I'm going to play it midday and evening and hope it come. But when you know it ain't came, the likelihood of coming now is great, and you'll know why you playing it. Or we'll know why we playing the numbers. I used to do this stuff, y'all. I used to just grab, I'm going to play my favorite number, midday and evening. No reason, no cause or nothing, just play a number midday and evening and hope it comes. Have no idea why it's going to come. But I'm going to play it with a hope and a wish. No hoping and wishing on this deal. When you tracking, if that number these here don't come in midday and evening, play them midday and evening. Come in. Thank you, Daddy. Play it midday and evening. Give me here a minute. One minute, yeah. I want to do something here. Wait 1 minute. See what we got here. Okay, y'all, I'm going to show you something. Here. I think you can see that, but I'm blocking out my personal information. That's another check from the Illinois lottery to show you guys that this system works and I win. No guessing. You have to put the wood in to get the fire out. The working with the law average works. This check is for, what's the date on it? Oh, my eyes. Maybe I can see better if I stand up. Well, it just came in today, but it's for the 15th when I won. And here's another. Here's the, well, you can probably see the date on the stamp. This here is the envelope from the Illinois lottery. Okay. So, system works, y'all. Strategy works. If you work it. I'm just trying to get everybody off this, you know, like I said, if it's a system, if you got a tic-tac-toe date something grid is working for you, and you're happy, then yeah, I wouldn't switch off neither. But I'm just showing everybody that tracking is king to me. After 30 years, tracking is king. Okay? And I'm expecting another check too, coming real soon, probably tomorrow. But I also show you all that I win with emails too. So yeah. Um, so this questions and answers. Anybody got questions or answers? Need answers. And I ain't saying it's simple. I'm saying that you have to put the wood in to get the fire out. But I'm pretty sure you come to me and start asking questions, you'll see. I can help you get in the winner circle. And I won't be telling you to guess on what the numbers might be. Play what you know. Go slow, you get more. Question and answers. I'm gonna go through the rundown on how to use the system, but probably be better to answer me questions, I think. Yeah, I really do. Because I have plenty of videos. Now it's to get to the nitty gritty and to the meat of my system, and the only way we can do that is if you need to know something to ask questions. But that's basically what I'm gonna do. Just sit here and wait for everybody to ask me some questions or something. You know, school is open. Class is open for anybody need to know. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, Claudarius, Anthony, good day. Glad to have you with us. You have any questions about PICK-3? From the Caribbean. Okay. Here's the front pairs and back pairs. Anybody got any questions on front pairs or back pairs? Level 2. good. Different. Woo. That was pure or what? That was super sweet. Welcome to PICK-3 at a glance, question and answer sections. People have plenty of. Welcome to PICK-3 at a Glance question and answer session. Whatever you need to know about PICK-3, and especially PICK-3 at a Glance. I'm going to remember putting up these. Mm-hmm. Hey Scott, how you doing today? Hi Shalina, how are you? Glad to have you with us. This is question and answer session. We'll pick through in a glance and anything you might want to know about PICK-3 that I can explain for you. Mm. First time visit, PICK-3 gland, say hi. Ask any questions you have about the PICK-3 gland strategy or anything pretty much about PICK-3 in general. If you're new, I have a live video, a tutorial video, PICK-3 for newbies 517. You can find it in YouTube search and look at that video. It goes through all the methods that I produced over 30 years rather, and help explain it. And you can always come to the channel and ask any questions that you like about PICK-3. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Double today. Okay. And thinking of double today. Uh, let's see what we got. These are doubles. These are my doubles that I'm playing. Like I said, especially these here. Because these are the last 6 doubles that nothing has hit up for. Um, I really like that 556 and that 557 because the 55 ain't hit on the front all year. And these are opposite of each other. And these are my everyday carry. Other than that, I really wouldn't say what double that I could see other than those that would be sticking out in mind. Yeah, I really don't. And why I say these here is the 01, well, it just failed on the back. The 02 hasn't failed back on the back yet. See what we got that I can make doubles out of. See what I would make doubles out of. Out of the front pair and back pair. See what doubles would stick out. Hmm. I really don't see no doubles that would stick out. Other than the ones I have. 1, 7. Nope. I really don't. Let me see 9, 7. Nope. No doubles that I see that really sticks out. Use the front pair or the back pair. But Illinois play plenty of doubles. Four, 3, 4. 4, 4, 0, 4, 3, 4. Well, um, I would say double fours. Well, I'm looking at the triple fours. Still, I'm thinking they might come back. Let's see. Yeah, but the 440 is on here. And then the 446, like I said, these here. The 991. Now, if I was looking for the double to play, I would look for the 991 because that 914 fell, okay? So I would definitely be playing the 991 and the 446, but I would probably put a little extra on this 991, just like it is. And this 446, I'd play it at 644. Because I know that 4-4 didn't only hit once on the back end for the whole year with the triple fours. But if it's going to be a double, I would go with my double, which is the 991, if it's coming today. At 434. Like I said, the numbers are random. I can't really predict that, but I could go with the law average. That's 434. Let me see if I can see anything. If I was going to play that 434, I'd also play it as 344 for the simple fact again, that 44 ain't fell on the back, and that 341 is the first time it hit. That 34 hit on the front when it came as 341. That's what I would be looking at. I would definitely play it as 344 also. Yeah. And sometimes when I'm looking at this here, 991 and it's 446, I'd also play the opposite as 911 and 664. Play the opposites of that. It depends on what your budget is like, Aaron. Um, but I wouldn't play it for one day. I'd probably play it 3 days, 50-cent box. Then if that if say the 911 come in or the 664 come in, then I would double up on this here, the 991 and the 446 because I know they haven't came out at all for the year. See what I'm saying there? Okay, good. Uh, but yeah, and I'm definitely gonna play. See that 9-1. I'm definitely gonna play anything with a 9-1 today. I will definitely play my 7-9-1, and it's opposite the 2-4-6. And again, we got again that 1-2-9. See what I'm saying? I'll definitely play this and this and this. See these here? Because they got a 9 and a 1, you know. And the prior number to hit, which is the 914, hit yesterday. Everything with a 1 and a 9 that ain't played and got its opposite is what's going to play today for me. Yep, that 1-2-9. Yep. And the opposite. I would definitely play the opposite though. I'm gonna definitely play the opposite. I won't just play the 1-2-9. I'm definitely gonna play the 1-2-9. I might put a little extra on the 1-2-9, the 7-9-1, everything with a 1 and 9. Then I'm gonna play the opposite, maybe a dollar box, dollar straight box, depends on how I want to play it. Probably a dollar box on the opposites, like that. Don't want to burn too much money up. Because if they throw the opposite out on me, then I'm going to go right back at them and load up on that 1-2-9. Then I got the opposite money. I'm going to load up on these, all the ones with the 1 and the 9. That's how I do it. because I know those numbers haven't hit yet. That's how you build your strategy. That's for any state and your skill sets. Then when you're cutting back, you know why you're cutting back. And then when you decide to play again, you know where to go with your numbers without guessing. And if things don't go as you want them to go, you know why they didn't go. You're not just guessing why they didn't go that way. And then you can regroup. You know when to hold them and when to fold them. All right, family, I got a one-on-one coming up here in about 30 minutes. I'm going to get ready to get off here. Thanks to everybody that was visited the channel. Thank you, Aaron, for your questions. And like I always say, play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless. And if you're tracking, you'll soon be packing to Lucky Town. And tracking is king.